cactus one on the side somewhere. Because the top is not touching it.
You're gonna have to look and see if this is. I can't see it from the top. What? That's what I'm saying. You tell me where I need to put it. Huh? Can't turn the camera on. Yeah.
It is.
Alright guys, I'll have Jesse help me out real quick. Right there. Huh? Tank is all tacked into place. It took a little finagling, but we got it. I do see I'm gonna have to change where my pressure switch goes. That's fine because I have all these ports I can use. I think I'm just gonna run a 90 off that down under the tank and come over to the manifold. Go under the tank and come over the gas tank to the manifold. I don't know where I'm gonna put the manifold just yet. It might be right here off that plate. I gotta put my gas tank back in and see how much room I have right there for the manifold. Put the tanks in. Tacked. Here's a view from the back. Not too bad, huh? Everything under the bed is what I'm going for. Now let's get back to it. Alright guys, we are back on the truck. I already got one compressor mount already bent up, broke up. I'm gonna cut a little design in it for when I weld it onto the frame right here. Still got to cut another one, but I did manage to use the new little brake. It worked. It was kind of a pain in the ass with this thick metal, but it did work, so I'm gonna mark that up as a win. And now we got to make another one. I used the plastic to cut it out so much faster than the cutting wheel, and I got to make another one real quick, so that's what I'm about to do. Got my shade 5s on. Cutting. Grab the glass. And here we go. Uh-oh. Somehow we blew the fuse. I just started cutting too. Yesterday I was cutting all day long with it. Let's try it again. See what happens. Gotta be able to see the line. One of the reasons why I keep stopping is because I'm not trying to blow that fuse again. Now that we got that cut, I'm gonna bring my template back over and mark out where I need this brake at. My compressor side, and then we're gonna go take it over to the shear or the brake real quick, break this thing up. Alright guys, now you get to see this thing in action. The plate that I'm using is pretty damn stout. Put the brake right on the line. I got Jesse helping me out over here. Here we go. Boom. Don't look too bad, huh? Look at that, right on the line. Sheesh. I gotta clean up the edge of that real quick, but that's no big deal. But hey, it works. With thinner metal, I would say this is, I don't know. Let me get the tape. It was just some scrap I had laying around. So that was 1/8 inch thick. So 1/4 inch would definitely be a pain in the ass to break on that thing. So yeah, it worked. Now I gotta clean these plates up, and I'll come back once I get them tacked in. I found a piece of 1-inch square tubing that I'm gonna be using to go across from the lower bars, and I'm gonna actually make a little bracket to put the manifold on, so it's somewhat in the same location that it was in prior to the bed coming off. It'll just make wiring easier, the hoses. I'm gonna have to route the hose from the back of the truck to the manifold, but that's about it. That's why I like manifolds. You only gotta run one line to it. I have the option to run 2, but I'm only running 1. But right now, I'm going to be, I just marked center. It just happened to be a 50-inch piece. Mark center. Now I want to mark out, I previously already measured on the ground about where I'm going to need to have a 45-degree angle on this. So I'm going to need it at 9 3/4. Okay. 9 3/4. So I'm going to need to cut it there. And 9 3/4 this way. Which I'm going to burn 1 inch. Just easier to measure like that. Now, if you don't know what burning 1 inch means, it means instead of measuring from this, I'm coming back 1 inch, and then I just add 1 inch onto this end. So instead of marking it at 9 3/4, I'll mark it at 10 3/4. Stay there. Got the old speed square. Now we got an overall length of 19.5. That's plenty of room. So I may offset the manifold off to one side and put my solenoid right here, because I already have my wiring ran back for the solenoid to the back of the truck. So now I'm just going to cut these, and then I'll do 45s on the ends of these two, put that up on here, so we'll kind of have a shape going up like this, and then a flat coming down to those. So here we go. Got my pieces all done. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I do have it drawn up on the ground. All my measurements. Now let's just match it to the little drawing I have. way too high. My legs are too long, which I honestly I didn't even measure. I just cut a 45 at it. Oh yeah. It'll hit the base where we're gonna need it. I'm just gonna pull a quick line on this. Guesstimate. Somewhere right there. Somewhere right there. I need to make 2 cuts real quick and then I'll be right back. Now let's see if this will work. My ground is not long enough, so don't worry about this piece of metal coming in through here. You never saw that. Okay. Are we gonna do this with the ground like this? I have no idea. I guess it wanted to be there. Or not. We'll just tack it to it. Come on. On to the other side real quick. Ouchie. Uno más. Good to go. Now let's. Alright guys, so I'm trying to have kind of in a little spot where I don't know where to put my compressors at. Should we put them here or here? the gas tank is gonna go right here. So I'm gonna have to put that back in a minute, so I can figure out where I'm gonna put my manifold so it's not in the way with the gas tank right there. But I'm trying to figure out where I want to put this. I'd like everything underneath, but it's just too close, too much of a tight squeeze. Plus I gotta wrap it and stick the compressor right here, or I can put them in one of these other ports that I'm not using. I'm gonna have to do something with that pressure switch though, but we'll get to that in a minute. But for now, I think I'm just gonna make a template of the holes for the mounting spots. The mounting spots for the legs on the compressor. That way I can bend some plate and try to figure out a mounting spot. So if my calculations are correct, that gives us about 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 that we can go above the frame, and the bed will still fit and not touch the compressors. Got the cross brace in there. I put a little lily pad right there for the manifold, just to bring it away from the cab a little bit so I can stick my gauges in there on the backside. Tied it in to what I had previously there already. Got the compressor stands, I guess you would call them, done there. I like that little lily pad though. It's nice that I just knocked it off the back of that thing. Now we get to clean all the frame up. I actually got everything all welded in. I just banged that all out at once. I think the only other thing, I think that's it. So I'm gonna pretty much prep the frame. Oh, I got new shocks too, so we're gonna have to take off the old ones. I'm using some Monroe shocks, part number, or sorry, I lied, Master Pro shocks. NS103 is the part number. We'll put new ones on when we get to that point. But for now, I gotta prep. The lighting in here sucks. I gotta prep the frame to get self-etch primer on it, and then we're just gonna shoot it with gloss black, let it dry for a couple hours, well, maybe overnight, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, all primered up. We gotta let her dry, probably overnight, and we'll hit it with black tomorrow.
Alright guys, it's been a few hours. So now we're gonna paint the black.
Last night I did end up painting it 2 coats of black. Don't look too bad. It's gonna be under the bed in the future anyway, so at the moment I'm just driving it without the bed on and making it look good, so that's what we're doing. We got a Cars and Coffee to shoot too, so I am trying to get this banged out. Cars and Coffee is in 2 days, and I'm wanting to drive the truck there. So, well, I have one more full day, but I have to work at my business. But after work, we'll have some of that. So at the moment, I'm just gonna thrash and get as much of this done as I can right now. It's windy outside, but it's sunny, so I'm gonna kick the door open, kick some tunes on, and bang all this stuff out. Well, as much as I can today.
Call me what you want, you could even call me broke. Shawty out here always getting mad when I smoke. I just told her do not worry, girl, cause you still be up on my mind when I see blurry, girl. Yeah, text me, hit me on the snap too. I like to wake up to a picture of that red too. And she be getting ready in the bathroom. Girl, you so damn fine, I wanna roll you in a backwood. I just feel alone unless you call me on the phone, yeah. I can't leave my home, I've been in here way too long, yeah. Ay, cause I just think about you, always on my mind. Even when I'm high, even when I'm high. Like, I've been smoking strong, I stay doing that a lot, yeah. I still check my
This is that loom that I got off Amazon. I did my airlines with it. 1/2 inch. It looks pretty cool. I don't know if the camera can focus on it or not, but looks pretty badass. Different. I did black up and over all the way to the back with the tank underneath. Nice little shot right there. I'm trying to step my game up a little bit. Get away from using just black tape. Trying to use more loom. I probably need to order more of that stuff because I'll probably be using it a lot from now on. It's just a nice way to conceal airline and stuff, so why not? Manifolds in, plumbed. I still got to do wiring on it, but I threw a Schrader valve in my tank, which I've been needing to do for a long time. And it works on the switch box already, so all I got to do to finish this is all the wiring, the gas lines. I need to do something with tail lights. I'm putting a Toyota bumper on the back. We're almost done. Almost. Alright guys, so I didn't record a lot today. I just got a lot of stuff done. Got all the wiring in, the fuel tank's hooked up. I just need to mount that tank. I'm making some brackets right quick for the tail lights. Just temporary tail lights. And I didn't record any of it. I just got a lot of stuff done. I still got to run over to the shop, grab the other 20s because we're putting it on the 20s as well. So I'm gonna make these brackets real quick and try to get them installed and mount that tank, put the wheel on this side, and then tidy up the wiring once I get the lights put in, and then this thing's drivable. I'm not gonna drive this to the shop to go get the rims, but because it doesn't have a license plate light, so I'm just gonna roll to the Cars and Coffee in the morning, and yep, that's how we're gonna roll. Alright guys, so we made it to Cars and Coffee this morning. Great turnout for the first one for Orland. Got the truck all buttoned up. Got the 20s on her. Added these lights last night. Just pinned them into this factory harness for now. But I would say it's all done where I want it at the moment. It's drivable. I don't have a license plate light, but we'll just drive it in the daytime. How's it look, guys? Let me know. That's gonna conclude it. That's gonna conclude it for this video. I want to tell everybody, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Stay tuned for much more videos and show coverage as the season is about to be started. And just remember, guys, dreams are only fantasy if you're not willing to put in the work. Catch you on the next one.
Dreams, dreams, on fire, dreams, dreams, on
yeah, living life with never fearing of it. Take a bite and chew it cause you love it. I've been inside a rapid rising oven. Now I'm hotter than a proper English muffin.
You're never gonna get that change, never gonna get that cane, never gonna get that brain, always gonna be that hang.